Benz.
D, my guy.
So
So
yeah,
I think like before, obviously we continue with the conversation. People need to know like why we started this podcast and like what message we're trying to send out there.
yeah. So I'm thinking like we should start from like the very, very beginning, if you know what I mean. Like that day when we called each other and we had that initial idea.
Mm.
And like it's funny how like it wasn't even a podcast to begin with.
Oh yeah, no, I remember because I remember like I called you complaining about like what was going on in my life because I wasn't happy like with my degree, like what I was doing and everything. But like of course like Grahamstown, I'm enjoying roads and
Yeah.
everything.
No, I get you. Like
Mm.
I get where you were coming from at the time. I just feel like it's an issue. Like it's a greater issue than what like people make it out to be. Like it's I feel like it's got something to do with the youth not thinking like university is worth it anymore. Like you can do so many other things besides university to chase your dream, if you know what I mean. Like if
Mm.
your dream is to make money, you don't really need a university degree to do that.
Mm.
And like more people are also wanting to chase happiness,
Mm.
if you know what I mean.
Mm. No, I think D, like you've spoken some facts there, because like I think people are just tired, especially like the youth, our generation, even like in terms of being a form of like what other people perceive you as, and they actually trying to become their own person and actually pursuing what they want to do. Because throughout the years, like university's been like the place that you've got to go, like if you want to be successful, if you want to do that, or if you want to be like the main person in your family. You get what I'm saying?
And I also feel like a lot of people go to university not because they want to go. It's more because like pressure from like your parents
Mm,
or like pressure to do well and stuff,
mm,
and they don't know any better.
mm.
But yeah, that's a bit of course. So like you know, we must like bring it back onto topic and like tell them like how
Oh
it
yeah,
all
okay.
started. You
The
know?
story. So we called each other, and you were still in Taiwan, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was basically like, obviously D is one of my boys. I was basically complaining to him about how I wasn't enjoying my degree and how I wanted to pursue something else. Um, and I told him about like how was it June, July holidays where I tried filming those things with Gary, but then
Yes,
ish,
and
the
Keegan,
mic
right?
didn't work.
The
Yeah,
mic didn't
yeah,
work.
the mic didn't work, bro. When we were at Legacy Yard. And then, oh yeah, Keegan even showed up. That guy who plays for Amazulu, bruh. Hey, that guy's a dope guy, bruh. Hey. And then, hey, he's dope, bruh. Hey, no lie. And then, hey, where was I? Oh yeah. Then after the mic didn't work and everything, like I watched the videos again and I realized that like I could have done so much better. And then you started speaking to me about how on TikTok and stuff, like people go to other businesses and restaurants and like they basically do marketing for them, ne?
Yeah.
And then they post them on
TikTok
TikTok.
marketing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then after you started telling me about that, um, we started discussing about how like we should actually, even if like we do badly and like we fail, like I felt that like I had failed because it didn't come out as well as I thought it was gonna be. Because like I tend to like dream about these things, so like I put them on like a high standard,
Yeah.
and if it doesn't achieve that standard, then I'm like, ish, you know. So then when you picked me up again and then you said, you know what, when I come back, we'll start doing obviously those marketing things.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like a week later where you messaged me.
Yeah, I messaged you on something.
Yeah.
I think I sent you like a TikTok clip or something of a
Mm.
podcast
And
or
then
something.
yeah. And then you were like, bro, let's start this. But before I hadn't watched the TikTok. So then I thought like we were gonna be doing like Abo Speed, you know those things where they react to games and stuff, and then
Oh,
they
you,
play
you
like
thought
PS.
a podcast was like streaming.
Yeah, I thought it was streaming, but I didn't know what you were talking about at first.
Okay.
So then I thought that's what you meant. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do it, bruh. And
Yeah.
then here we are now. We've started it. But then I think you want to tell them more about like the why, because you've told them about like what it actually is, like how we started and everything.
Yeah. Like the values of the podcast as a whole and like what we stand for and stuff. I feel like that's important for the viewers to understand so that they can feel like they a part of us, if you know what I mean.
Mm,
I feel like with this podcast, we should be able to bring like lots of different people together and stuff.
Mm.
And I feel like it's a tool where we can really achieve that, if you know what I mean.
Because definitely, bruh, because I feel like a lot of people now, especially like people our age, I'm sure even older, in your 20s, like sometimes you feel lost, but like I feel like when you're lost, at the end of the day, in order to find yourself, like you need to be lost. You're not just gonna find yourself. It's a whole process. You get what I'm saying?
I get you. And I think we should also go over why we called Off Course.
Of course.
Yeah, like how did we decide on the name Off Course?
Oh yeah, that manifesto. So I remember we discussed that and we wrote it down. But I think we'll probably like post it on like the Instagram page or something, né?
Yeah.
Just to show everyone what we're about. So like with the manifesto, in terms of like what the word of course means, is that guys, as the youth, me and D, like people will think that maybe that since we're doing this podcast, like we found what we're supposed to be doing in life.
Yeah, we found our purpose.
No, guys, that's that's literally not like what we're all about. We literally haven't found our purpose. I think the whole point of being off course and being lost is that that's where you can find the things that you enjoy. You can find the things that make you happy in life. That's why we called it off course, because in taking that different road, that different journey of what everyone expected you to take, of course, is the journey that you want to take and the journey that you're willing to take.
Yes.
So I think us now even sitting
I
here
like the way you said that, yeah.
thanks.
I like the way you said that.
So I think today, like us just sitting here, it's all like one of the big things that we're doing while we're of course on this like journey of ours.
Yeah, like I would have never thought I would have bought all this gear to start a podcast with Yenziwa.
Hey,
Like,
bro.
at the beginning of the year, this is not what I had in mind. But here we are.
No, cause it's an investment, but like we'll see if it actually starts to boom.
It doesn't even really need to boom for it to like pay off, I feel. Like I feel like just the experience of starting this as a whole, like it's already paid off.
You're right about that, bro. I actually like what you said there. Okay, I actually need to change my mindset on that thing. Like, in order for things to, because that was the first thing that I did back then. In order for things to be successful, it doesn't have to boom. It just matters about like the work you put in.
Yeah,
and stuff.
like if it makes you happy, if it brings you an experience. I feel like people value things over experiences these days. Like more and more people are more materialistic, if you know what I mean. And where I feel like in life, it's not about the things that you have that make you happy. It's more about like the experiences that you live, if you know what I mean.
No, that's... Yeah, no, I love that, bro.
Enough about like the off-course stuff. What has Yenziwa Nzuza as a person been up to since...
Since HC? Hey.
Since HC, bro.
Nah, bruh. But shout out to my boys, 2021 Metrics. Yeah, I miss you guys, bruh. Except for a specific house. You guys know who you are, by the way. Let me start off with what? Hey, but even that thing, bruh. That thing was deep. The way things ended. Hey, but it had to happen. But
I'm glad it happened.
Yeah, no facts. But that's a story for another day. We'll save that story.
Yeah, we'll save it.
You want to discuss it now?
Nah.
We'll save it.
We'll bring someone on to talk about it.
Okay, nah, sharp. Yeah, maybe Bongi, Mooch, those guys who were there, they can explain that thing. So, bro, I won't even lie. Like in the beginning of the year, of 2022, after we got like our marks back and stuff,
what happened?
I didn't do as well as I expected myself to do.
What do you mean?
Okay.
James, you got 4 distinctions.
Okay, nah, but listen.
You got 4 distinctions.
Yes.
My guy said that he didn't do as well as he expected, but he got 4 distinctions.
No, because you know what I'm talking about, is that even though I got those marks.
Yeah. Those marks. Bro.
Universities don't care about how many like distinctions you get. It's all about reaching the requirements. So
what were your initial plans? Because you ended up at Rhodes, but what were your initial plans?
Okay, so my initial plans were that I won't even lie. So my initial plans were that I was gonna go overseas. I wanted to go overseas.
Oh,
Let me not lie.
yes, we used to talk about
Yes,
it.
we used to
eh?
talk. Remember,
You
like,
were what? Did you say you're going to go to Browns?
yeah, I wanted to go to Brown in America, bruh. Hey, but then the thing is, before I got a maths tutor and stuff, before like I actually started getting like my marks up, I
Yeah.
was failing, dog. Like grade 8, grade 9, I was in the lower six for everything. Like, hey, bro, I was failing. It was only like I was failing, dog. Like it was only later, like
No,
where I
but you
started to
bounce
real.
back.
Yeah,
You bounce back.
I was like, shit, like, bro, if you don't pick up your things, you're gonna fail. So, and like my parents were threatening to send me to like Nongoma, Zululand vibes, and I started to like pick up things. And then, so my maths mark, ne, it wasn't enough. I passed maths, but it wasn't enough to get me into the degrees that I applied for in essay.
What degrees did you apply for?
It was some BCom, whatever, like these.
Yeah, BCom, business science, that type of vibe.
Yeah. But then with that, it was that whole thing of like, I was trying to apply for something of where my parents could be like sharp.
Yeah, where they like, I feel like we're just trying to make our parents proud.
Yeah. Like, but then you have to realize that at the end of the day, like, as much as your parents, like, as much as you love your parents, it's also about making yourself proud and doing what's important to you, you get me? So, like, in doing that, not only did I disappoint myself, but I disappointed my parents as well.
Yeah, because you didn't put your heart into
Yeah.
this.
And, like, I didn't put, like, backup things as well. So,
What do you mean?
bruh, hey, bruh, when university things came out, I got rejected, bro. I got rejected from Wits, UCT. No, I got into UP, but I got rejected from Wits and UCT.
So why didn't you end up in UP?
Because UP offered me that extended program, so it was gonna be 4 years.
Oh.
And they were gonna send me to that. What's that other campus there? It's not even on like the main campus, bruh. What's that other campus?
I have no idea.
Yeah. And it was also a matter of, like, I would be doing a BCom there, ne? BCom, I can't remember what it was in. But then I only got that offer later. So, and they had rejected me at first. So now I'm thinking, shit.
You got rejected everywhere.
I'm rejected everywhere.
And you
I
had
don't have
4
a
distinctions.
uni. I've got...
That's actually good.
I don't have a uni. I'm just sitting there, bro. So, like, and the thing is, like, in your head, you feel like such a disappointment because you're like, okay, I passed matric, but what's the point? It's like everything you work for was for nothing. You get what I'm saying?
I can't say I get what you're saying.
Okay, you can't say you get, but like you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, although I put in a lot of effort, because of course my mindset has changed, but back then it was like, shit, I'm a failure. You get what I'm saying? So then, bro,
And Rhodes? Did you apply to Rhodes or was that a later thing?
I didn't apply to Rhodes, bro. It was a late thing.
And they still accepted you. And they still accepted you.
Yeah, they accepted me. But
it's meant to be, bro.
Yeah, because no, bro. Thank God, Apiwe. Thank you again, bro. I love you, sis. Thank you for what you did for me. My sister, because she went to Rhodes.
Oh.
But my sister was a different case. She got accepted everywhere. She was like smart, bro. So then, but she chose to go to Rhodes because she wanted like a different path. She wanted to do some, because like all her friends were going to UCT,
UP,
UJ. She wanted like a fresh start, everything. Nah, I look up to her too much, bro. I love that girl. So then, I don't know how she did it, but she sent like my marks. I had to fill in like the applications, all of that. But the thing that I respect about Rhodes is that when you fill out their applications, it's like American universities where like you say like what roles you were in school, what you did outside of like academic things and all of that.
Oh, it's more about extracurricular.
Yeah, extracurricular.
It's not really about like...
Of course, like you still have to
reach the requirements,
but they also consider what you're doing in school.
Oh, no, I agree that.
So then it was all of that, ne? And then I remember we were standing outside UWC because at a point, bruh, Hey, and they
Oh,
were busy
yes.
striking even.
You
dog.
went to Cape Town to check
Yes.
universities
Bruh,
out
okay,
in the beginning
I
of
won't
the year.
name the gents that went to Cape Town with us, but they were in the same situation as me. But I can't remember. I think there were like 4 other oaks who were with me. Okay, I won't name them because like they might be embarrassed about the whole thing, but I won't name them. But they know. We even made a group on WhatsApp, call ourselves University Floaters because we didn't know where we were gonna end up, bruh. So we were just floating there. We didn't know where we were gonna end up. Hey, nah, bruh. So then after that, like, cause I left them because my dad was like, bro, if you stay, cause they still knocking on UCT's door, like, please, bro, like, please. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna get inside here. I need to make a plan B.
Wait, so you're saying those people are still like waiting on? They still want to go to UCT for university?
No, like, cause those guys are my close friends. Like, we obviously talked about everything. Like, they all ended up in areas now where, like, they still ended up in very good universities.
Yeah.
But they happy with how everything went, if you get what I'm saying. They're like me. They're at peace with like what happened.
At least.
Yeah. And then now, bro, like I feel like at HC, there was a part of me, like everyone who knows, like during like my first years at HC, I was very like quiet. I found that I was very quiet. But like also I had like my own like internal issues that I was going through that I need to solve myself. But like I don't think it was anyone else's fault, but it was just me. And then only later did I start like picking up the pace and like obviously like I think being more comfortable around everyone and starting to speak up more and all of that.
Because you became like a really good leader towards the end.
Yeah, thank you.
Like your final year, like you really ended it with like a bang.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Dude.
Yeah, like they're even saying like we were talking to Ulik about it and stuff, and they're saying that your grade 8s are still there behaving, and they're still like
shout out
top
to my
quality,
dorm, bro. Nah, those guys were proper. I actually miss those guys. I won't lie, bro. But like, hey, let me finish off D because yours is also an interesting one.
Oh yeah.
So then with that whole thing, after that, now where I'm at in Rhodes in Grahamstown, I was scared, bro. I won't lie to you, I was fucking scared. Because I was thinking to myself, I'm going there alone, number one.
That's tough.
Of course, like I'd been there a few times because my sister was there, but I'd been there twice before. But like, and it was like a totally different ball game because, in terms of like meeting all these different people, and then when we got there, like it was actually I just told myself, Yenzi, open yourself up, just like be open to new experiences, bro. Don't close yourself off just because you're not where you wanted to be. But I found that Rhodes is the place of where I needed to be because I needed like a fresh start. I needed a fresh start. And I found that like last year, I completely found myself through the perspectives of what other people perceive me to be.
Are you talking about your matric year or your first year in uni?
A bit of matric. Matric, I wouldn't count it as that. Even matric, I was still... I look back at matric and I'm like, I could have... some of the decisions that I made and some of the things that I did weren't... That wasn't me. As what those aren't the decisions I would have made. As in, like, the decisions that I would have made last year. If you get what I'm saying. So then, especially, like, coming onto this year, I can like not finally say, because you can always improve yourself and there are some things, but like more and more, I feel more like myself, if you get what I'm saying.
I get you.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I'm happy and that's what matters. And you, Tilu?
Now, my story is not that long. It's more like short and concise, straight to the point. It's like, I always knew I was most probably going to end up in Taiwan. Because like from like grade 10, my parents have always said like they're not gonna like force me to go anywhere, but they really want me to go to Taiwan. And like I get where they're coming from. Like I grew up here in South Africa, and like I don't really know much about my culture. I don't know much about my people, and I haven't really been around family that much because most of my family's that side in Taiwan. So they thought it'd be a good idea to send me that side. My sister and I were very against it at first. Oh no, like we didn't want to
You
go.
didn't want to go
Nah,
that day.
cause like we hear all the stories about like how they have to go to school till like late at night. Like,
Was that like just a rumor, or was it like
No,
when
it's
you went
true.
there, it was facts?
it's facts, bro. Like, what time do your uni classes end?
So obviously, like everyone's schedule's different,
Yeah.
but on a normal day, I'd say I start at around 9:30, between 9 and 10, and then I end. The latest one that I had would end at around 3.
You pretty like my day starts. I have a class at 8:15, 3 times a week, and
Oh.
I have a class that ends at 9:30 at night, like 9:30 at night, bro.
Oh,
9 p.m. 2 times a week,
Hey, Bana, bro.
bro.
Dude,
It's
wait,
crazy.
in SA, like, does that happen here?
I'm not sure. You can leave a comment if like
Fact checker, can someone just search there? If South African uni is like, if they end at 9:30 at night.
nah. Exactly.
Okay,
So
fact
nah,
check, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, bro. It's fine. But nah, bro, that's hectic. Cause I knew, like, obviously, like in some of the Asian countries that like the times are hectic there.
yeah, like it starts like early, hey. Like people like are 8, 9 years old and their schedules are packed, like full. They go to school until like 4 p.m. Then they go get like dinner or something. Then they go straight to cram school. Or no, they go extracurricular. So you go play your sport. Then you go to cram school, bro.
Cram school,
So
What's
it's
that?
extra school. Like it's so let's say you're doing
like tutoring.
it's like tutoring almost, but you're learning in advance. Like everyone wants to be one step ahead of everyone. So like you'll be doing like grade 9 work in grade 8, but you won't be doing it at school. You'll be doing it at cram school. So you learn all the stuff in cram school before you even do school, bro.
Huh.
Like it's advanced, but it's not healthy. I don't think it's healthy.
Hey,
Bruh.
dog, because that doesn't.
So obviously we heard all those stories. Like my sister and I, like we didn't want to go back. Like refused. But like, I don't know. Ended up like, because my grandpa actually passed away last year. Yeah, last year.
No.
So I was like also thinking like,
Yeah,
damn,
I remember that, bro.
I like never got to spend time with my guy. And like he was such a dope guy, and like I had so much to learn from him and stuff. Because like he was like a very successful businessman and stuff. And like that's where I want to be. I want to be an entrepreneur and stuff. So like there was a lot I could have learned from him. But like because I was never going back and stuff, and even COVID robbed me like of 2 years where I could have potentially gone back. And like that just made me realize and kind of like just pushed me over the edge to make the decision to go back. Because originally I was studying at UCT for 2 years.
Oh yeah, I remember you were there in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning.
You were there for 6 months.
No, not even. I think I wasn't even there for a full semester.
Oh.
Oh no, not even a half semester.
Oh,
like,
so you're there for.
Like 2 months, bro.
You're there for a term, D.
Yeah, I was there for a term. I didn't even finish the term. I didn't write the the exams at the end.
Oh, you
of
didn't
the
write
term.
the exams.
Like I just dipped. Like I just dipped. I said, "Ain't no ways I'm writing that math paper, bro."
Was it too much, huh?
Dude, university math is too much.
But yeah, you're a smart guy, bro.
No,
What
but
you running away from?
University math
Yeah,
is
but
too
no,
much.
university's a different ball game, huh? No matter how smart you are, bro. If you don't work in uni, you'll fail, bro. You'll see yourself so nicely.
But yeah, so after that, I kind of just moved back to Durban because I was in Cape Town from like January till like March. Then I moved back, just lived it out, just waited until August, you know, because school only starts in August there. And then I started a lot of things, but like we can talk about that another day. Like the time period that I spent between uni and uni.
Yeah.
Like I think I grew as a person. Like I grew a lot as a person during that time period. And But my uni life, that side, it's pretty chilled. I'd say it's different. Like university in South Africa, like you're going to groove. Like it's like everyone cares about groove, no one cares about school. Like you can have class at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, but like people still be going out.
People still go, hey. Yeah, I know.
I know. I've seen you.
Nah, bruh. Okay, GHT, like, bruh, like, although there aren't like a lot of places to go out, hey, people go out gang,
Exactly.
bro, and hey, okay, my mom's watching this part. Hey, keep quiet, bruh. But yeah,
you guys
things.
go out. Like people do those things. People have like tests and stuff, but they go out. Like that's different in Taiwan here. That's very different. Like people go out like maybe once. Like they'll go out during the weekend. A lot of exchange students go out like every day, but that's because they're chilling. They're exchange students and stuff.
Okay, yeah, true.
They're like there to enjoy the vibes and stuff.
When you're in exchange, your marks don't count.
No, not really. I think some exchanges don't count. I'm actually not too sure.
Also, do you think it's like if you're an Asian country, because like there might be similar academic programs?
Yeah. I think you're just there for the vibes. I won't lie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I've just been there. I've been working on my craft. Like I've been like going to gym. I've been starting my journey to becoming like an entrepreneur and stuff. I wouldn't say I'm 100% there yet, but it's a start. And then now we're here.
Bro.
Now we're here.
But I think that's also like a mistake that some other people make, is that like they think that when they get to a certain point, that's when their life starts. Life starts with or without you, bro.
Yes.
Like even though you're gonna make that decision to to take a certain step in life, life has been moving, bro.
Doesn't stop for anyone.
Doesn't stop for anyone, dog. No matter who you are.
We're gonna have an episode later on about procrastination and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like, and also like work ethic and like how to get yourself like motivated to work and stuff. Because I feel like we're starting our own self-improvement journeys. Like we've been getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
We've been like going to the gym early in the morning.
To gym, bro.
Like,
because I
feel like we have like a lot to learn, and you guys can teach us a lot, and we can teach you a lot as well. And like we should all just like grow together and stuff.
Yeah, bro. Because like at the end of the day, of course, as like a podcast, it's gonna turn into a community. Because like we're not just gonna be telling you guys stuff. Like we'll listen to you guys like in the comments and stuff like that. Like as long as you guys just tell us, and like we'll read those things, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's all we have for today. Hey.
Yeah, man. First Of Course podcast, man. Done.
I'm excited, Vince. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and stuff.
Thanks so much, guys.